fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Hill on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want to...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Patrick Queen able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
At the Ravens' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, I was thinking this was 4-down territory, but now they go backwards 3 yards. I don't think so anymore.
Yeah, and the head coach is saying, what do you think, to the offensive coordinator? You know what he's saying back? Coach, I don't have that play on my sheet. Send in the field goal kicker.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Ravens 0. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. To try again after the sack. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 0.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14. Ravens 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Ravens take over first.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
28-yard line.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mike 48. Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. into a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
7-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run a mid-order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Clyde Edwards.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Covered by Patrick Queen.
And again, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough 30 yards for you when necessary.
Eluding the pressure right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And he's gone 2-2 on us now. At 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones, able to run it, catch it, and produce big-time points put on the board by him.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he rifles one incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get a bit closer. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
48 to Mike. Ricky. Girl, 15. Mike 48. You must be dreaming.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. Yellow. Me and you. It's just me and you. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39.
Good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and
that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
6 man.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They go play fake. Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
On the keeper.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out to his left. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. But sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 78 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
It's a turnover on down.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time third down play for the Ravens. 44 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35-yard line. To throw again. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he is all the way up past the 25. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.